Jane was born happy and healthy.
Yourself, Sarah Jane.
5 days later, started becoming lethargic. We brought her back to the pediatrician. Took several days, several different tests to determine what had occurred. She was violently shaken by our baby nurse. The abusive head trauma broke 4 ribs, both collarbones. She lost about 60% of the rear cortex of her brain. As Sarah Jane was getting discharged from the hospital, the neurologist who was handling her case basically told us that Sarah Jane would never walk or talk. And unfortunately, in New York City, the largest city in America, there were no schools that specialize and focus on kids with brain injuries. I took a step back. I started thinking, what can one dad do with one child to change the world? I'm Patrick Donohue, the founder of the Sarah Jane Brain Foundation and the founder of the International Academy of Hope. And most importantly, I'm Sarah Jane's dad.
Let's reach for the blue face. This is the blue face.
Well, a little more than a year ago in September, we launched I Hope to be the best school in the world for kids like Sarah Jane who have an acquired brain injury and other brain-based disorders. Oh, I thought she was in here walking. Huh? Look at you walking. I had a successful political consulting firm. I had a law degree. I had my MBA. I had bright plans and futures for my family. That's it, focus. Take your time. I'll never forget the first day we brought her back to the hospital, and they were trying to connect an IV to her, and tears were rolling down her face. Her mouth was wide open, but because of the brain injury, she couldn't cry. Put one foot in front of the other. And from that moment on, I realized that I needed to be the voice for Sarah Jane.
Good girl. Yeah. Very good.
I traveled the world with the foundation, trying to change the public policy and implementing and trying to develop further research. But I also realized that time was slipping by for Sarah Jane and that I had to have an immediate impact for her as well. We launched a school in my living room in September of 2013. We started with 6 students. We were servicing some of the kids at their homes. It was chaotic, but you know, we're dealing with people who know how to work in a chaotic environment. A year later, we're in a 10,000 square foot facility with 24 students, 50 full-time staff. And our plan is to build out this school here in New York City, as well as replicate iHopes around the country and around the world.
Good. I like this standing, Nikki. Can Jova let you go? Let's see. You can keep it?
Okay, I'm gonna let you go, niece. Let you go.
So what we do here at iHope is we literally develop an individualized education plan for the child, integrating the therapies with the education model.
Slide it forward. Mika, you gotta do it. I'm not gonna do it for you. Come on, kiddo. There it goes. Move it, move it, move it. Nice.
When you're coming into school for 6.5, 7 hours a day and getting lots of therapies, what we're finding is that these kids are getting healthier. We're getting kids out of the wheelchairs more, because if you're upright versus sitting, it's a whole different response. Can we get them moving? And bicycles are just a natural pathway for kids to use. Music. I haven't met a kid yet that doesn't like music and respond to music.
Shake, shake, shake.
If we strengthen those neural pathways that are working, they will end up connecting with other neural pathways.
I can't wait to get this girl on the treadmill. We've been walking with the gait trainer over the ground, so she is getting practice, taking weight, but lately I've been walking with her without it, trying to get her to take steps with me and using her own muscles to hold herself up and actually taking 100% of her weight, and she's tolerating it. You would never know this child had a fracture back in February. She's up and on the move.
Sarah Jane has improved across all domains, from her physical strength, her oral motor control. You know, every day that Sarah Jane is making progress, it's a pretty good day. There's the princess walking. We're not going to create false expectations, but we're never going to give up hope. So my hope for every one of our children is for them to be walking and talking and live the most productive life they possibly can. One of the key aspects is that everybody who's working with our kids is constantly looking at what can we do to improve upon the model that we currently have. Every day, there are miracles occurring with these kids. Good job! Good job!